Hey everyone, and welcome back to Hitch. Phoenix's neighborhoods conjure up too many stereotypes to count. You've got hipster areas, classy places, neighborhoods where college kids thrive, and of course, ghettos. And while the city consistently ranks as one of the best places to live in the country, thanks in part to a strong economy and tons of entertainment, it's not all rainbows and sunshine in Phoenix. Some neighborhoods aren't as great as others. Today, we are going to be talking about 10 worst neighborhoods you don't want to be in Phoenix. Make sure you stay until number 1 as you don't want to miss this unique topic. 10 worst neighborhoods you don't want to be in Phoenix. Let's get started. Number 10, Central City. Located at the historic center of the city, Central City is characterized as the urban village of Phoenix. It also includes the downtown neighborhood with a population of approximately 56,000. But is downtown Phoenix safe? This neighborhood used to be crime-ridden, but that was dated decades ago. The current frequent crimes are those typical to large urban neighborhoods: open shootings, panhandlers, car break-ins, and muggings, amongst a few. Total crime amounts to 9,988 per 100,000 residents, having violent crime as 508% greater than the national average. This neighborhood has distinct levels of safety. You will feel safer when you go further east from Central Avenue or farther north from Van Buren. Likewise, you will tend to feel unsafe further west or south from Central Avenue. Because it is the core of Phoenix, it has the most police presence in the entire city. Number 9, Alhambra. Predominantly a working-class neighborhood with extreme boundaries, 134,116 people live here. Most residents complain of drug trafficking and lots of shooting. It resembles a GTA scene where there are constant cop shakedowns, loud racing cars, and Grand Theft Auto. The total crime is 6,825 per 100,000 residents, and this constitutes 5,489 of property crime. This crime rate makes Alhambra 165% greater than the national average. Here is tagged one of the worst neighborhoods in Phoenix. The area in this neighborhood you would feel safe in is the east of 17. There's the Grand Canyon University Hotel that has nothing but good reviews on safety. Importantly, police presence is visibly felt in this area. Number 8, Encanto. The population in this quiet neighborhood is approximately 54,600. The types of crimes related to this area are home invasion attempts and petty property crimes. This manifests in the crime report as 5,205 against total crime data being 6,328 per 100,000 residents. Theft takes a more significant part of the property crimes at 2,384. The crime rate, however, is 145% greater than the national average. It's recommended to avoid it past 9 p.m. or move in groups, especially for women. Number 7, South Mountain. This rough neighborhood has a population of 123,300. It used to be known to host the largest ghetto in Phoenix, perhaps because, for most of some decades, it has been the most impoverished, most diverse, and socioeconomically challenged area of Phoenix. This is important to note because you will definitely hear gunshots and drive-bys happen so often. Then there are gang dealings, occasional robberies, assault, and car theft. A resident's chance of being a crime victim in this neighborhood is 1 in 22. The most beautiful part of this neighborhood is south from Baseline to South Mountain. You're safe if you stay along the Baseline and not north of Baseline. 7th Street and Baseline is also one area that should be avoided like wildfire. Traveling footbound in the busier areas is tricky. Caution should be taken since Phoenix is vehicle heavy and there is an uncontrolled number of pedestrian fatalities in the South Phoenix area. But hiking is a sport to enjoy around the South Mountain. Number 6, Laveen. Laveen may be one of the most diverse areas in the valley, and it has got only 55,112 people. It is rumored that there are more people involved in criminal dealings in Laveen than in other parts of town. Indeed, crime in general is quite high in many areas here, making Laveen one of the areas to avoid in Phoenix. Residents mention incidences of assault, robberies, burglaries, vandalism, and frequent gunshots. Police officers in this neighborhood are understaffed, so unable to respond to calls as feasibly. Violent crimes are only 64% greater than the national average, and one's chance of being a crime victim is 1 in 27. Number 5, Deer Valley. An estimated 170,000 people live in this neighborhood. The crime that transpires here is what is registered as a petty crime. Still, crime is a crime. Few break-ins, burglaries, very minimal car theft, typically minor property crimes, usually mostly instigated by drug heads. The 27th area and Lone Cactus Road are the primary targets for rundown activities. The total crime per 100,000 residents is 3,490. Property crime owing up to 3,044. Violent crimes are only 17% greater than the national average. In Deer Valley, your chance of becoming a victim of crime is 1 in 29. Number 4. Paradise Valley. Home to 178,412 people, this neighborhood fares better in terms of safety. Crime history and perpetrators have more or less melted away, leaving the affluent as the major occupants. But being part of a big city, crime is never 100% cleared. Property crime is still a force to reckon with. With a total crime of 2,491 per 100,000 residents, theft and vehicle theft and burglary that make up property crime amount to 2,142. In Paradise Valley, you have a 1 in 41 chance of being a crime victim. What's particularly kinky about this neighborhood is how walking, hiking, biking, and all methods of exploration can be performed with no care. Even little or no incidences exist on mugging and pickpocketing. Though carrying wads of cash may not be immediately thumbed up, it won't be the worst thing to do in this neighborhood. Number 3. North Gateway. Chosen by only a handful of people to reside in, this neighborhood sees better crime reports, abstinence, than others. From FBI data records of 2018, the annual report for total crime showed 1,499 per 100,000 residents. The astounding figure of 164 is allotted to violent crime, while property crimes hold up like the rest of the neighborhoods as almost 10 times greater. However, North Gateway is safer than 92% of Arizona's cities, and it is the best neighborhood in Phoenix. Women exclaim on walks and strolls taken without being catcalled in the evenings, and it's safe to note that mugging is not a thing in this neighborhood. Number 2. Desert View. 50,657 inhabitants in this neighborhood commend on the improved crime rate. Assault, murder, or homicide are hardly crimes that have been registered before in reports regarding Desert View. Even, total crime shows 1,303 per 100,000 residents, which could fall for a record-breaking figure in a big city neighborhood. Although property crimes still seem like they cannot be dodged now and again. What is worth noting is violent crimes are 68% lower than the national average, and the chance of falling victim to crime in Desert View is 1 in 77. Number 1. Ahwatukee Foothills. Ahwatukee Foothills, nicknamed the world's most significant dead end, is located in the lower part of Phoenix below South Mountain. There are a total of approximately 80,000 people living in Ahwatukee Foothills. Tookie, as fondly dubbed by the locals, is only known for light crimes, never violent. Considering the populations and the total crime per resident being 1,796, this neighborhood is foreign to an actual crime. Over the years, whatever is known as a crime in Tookie decreased by 3%, leaving a once again safe neighborhood. Safer than 84% of Arizona's cities. This neighborhood perhaps can be referred to as one of the safest neighborhoods in Phoenix. Walking and biking are regulated activities to go by. What was formerly known as one of the dangerous cities in the U.S., Phoenix is now known to have one of the few crime rates among the big cities. Crime is unarguably going to occur in certain areas, and it's possible anytime, anywhere. But is Phoenix a safe city to live in? Relatively, it is one of the safest cities to live and visit. While you're here, go ahead and click one of the 2 videos on your screen. See you there!